The Rift Management Bureau posts an official statement, just one line. Total rifts closed nationwide today.
Yeah,
10,
we gotta switch
a new
this.
single-day record. The identity of the clearer remains unknown. We are actively searching. The comment section finally comes back to life. 10. 10 in a single day. Dot. I think I know who she is. Me too. 1. 10086. Y'all already know. At military headquarters, General Zheng reads the news and goes quiet for a long time before standing, walking. 10. He mutters. His aide asks if they're still waiting for her to show herself. The general laughs, almost bitterly.
Hey, where you going?
Show herself?
Get back
Do you
here.
think she's going to do that? If she wanted to be found, she'd already be found. Clearing 10 rifts in a day isn't something a normal person does. She clearly doesn't want anyone finding her. When the aide asks what they should do, he says simply, wait. Whoever finds her first wins. Meanwhile, at the Sue family's base, old Schneen is furious, gripping his phone hard enough to crack. Ben, he orders more manpower sent to every rift entrance. When his subordinate comes. Out there are over 200 rifts in the unclaimed zone. They don't have enough people. Chin snaps to hire mercenaries, bounty hunters, any desperate soul in Night City. Points by him. He mutters to himself that no matter who she is, one family had personally been involved in her.
Let's get this dog and pony show on the road.
Here's where I actually live. At 7 that evening, I head back into the city wearing my plain middle-aged police guys, blending into the crowd of street vendors and drunks tumbling around shouting. In particular, a masked vendor man kept his face for a second before going back to the shop. Just an ordinary face, ordinary crowd. Possibly put that. 10 minutes later, I reach the old man at the counter barely moves his eyelids before he goes on. I head up to my room, shut the door, toss my jacket into my room, and sit down to open it. Man, see when, these guys, level, think like 31 trillion, 2,000 passive, healing troops, 1% max health per second passive food, bone spike fury, 25%, damage reflect passive food, locks all monsters within 100 M on food passive food, extreme cold freeze, 8% icy, 5% freeze champion passive 5, stone, standard, survives one fatal hit on 1 inch. 24-hour cooldown after 1. Shadow Step. Invisibility. 1 hour cooldown after 2. Blood Sacrifice. 10% health for 200% damage after 3. Teleportation. 1000 in teleport. 1 hour cooldown due today. Passive 6. Rock Skin.
Where is it? God damn, nest. It's gotta be close.
Passive 7. Flame Body. 20%.
There's another
Fire
nest.
Heals
Let's
from
burn it
fire
up.
damage passive 8. Shadow Affinity. 20% speed and attack in darkness passive 9. Lightning resistance. 20% lightning immunity. 10% paralyzed chance passive. 10. Poison resistance. Full poison immunity. Heals 10,000 per second passive 11. Transfer 4. Drains 10,000 health / SEC from nearby enemies into healing active 4. Earth Tunnel. Healing active 4. Earth Tunnel. Underground step. Movement 1 minute. 30-minute cooldown active 5. Flame Burst. 500,000 fire damage 10. 5-minute cooldown active 6. Shadow Strike. Teleport strike for 1 million damage. 3. Min cooldown. Invisible Mask. Hyperspace. Furnace Stone X1. Heaven's Tower Card X1 Furnace. 530 million
There we go.
17 skills total. Counting everything I already did. I take a breath, pull out the golden stone. Its golden pattern still flowing more. I look it over for a while. Start sorting through what's actually useless.
More
Rock
bounties.
skin barely matters. 100% life. Too rare to count on. Flame
Good thing I
body.
suck at shooting.
But I rarely fight fire monsters, and my healing passive already covers it. Shadow
I thought
Affinity.
that's supposed to
For
fucking
situations
put you in a
I'm not
fucking thing.
always fighting in the dark. Lightning resistance. Weaker version of what
Can I
I
not
already
get near
have in
that?
cold resistance. Poison resistance. Healing 10,000 a second is a joke compared to my actual healing. Vampiric aura. Same joke. 10,000 a second means nothing to me now. The three actives are even worse. Earth tunneling. Pointless. I already have invisibility teleportation. Flame burst. 500,000 damage. My blood
Ooh.
sacrifice does 6.2 trillion. Shadow strike. 1 million damage. Still nothing. All 9 of today's new skills are dead weight. I take a breath and focus. The furnace stone floats up, its golden patterns flaring violently. Select skills to
Oh.
convert. I tap through them one by one.
Yeah, baby.
Dark skin, flame body, shadow affinity, lightning resistance, poison resistance, vampiric aura, earth tunnel, flame burst, shadow strike. All 9 selected. Select a passive skill to enhance. My finger stops on passive 1, healing boost. 1% max health per second. My single most important passive, the foundation that lets me survive. I tap it. The furnace stone shakes violently. 9 beams of different colored light peer out of my panel and pour into the stone. The golden patterns flash wildly, like the stone's about to burst apart. Then a pure beam of gold light shoots out and slams straight into my chest. My whole body jolts. The power is overwhelming. Not painful, but a feeling of pressure, like something inside me is growing too fast for my own body to contain. Every cell shaking under the strain. It lasts a full 10 seconds before everything settles. I open my eyes and look down at my hands. Still the same ordinary hands. No visible change. But I know something shifted. I open my panel. Passive 1. Healing boost. Enhancement successful new effect. Heals 10% of max health per second. I stare at that line for 3 full seconds. 10%. 10% of 31 trillion is 3.1 trillion. I'm healing 3.1 trillion health every single second. I grin. There are still over 200 rifts left out there. If I melt down 90 more useless skill rewards, I could push this healing passive all the way to 100% per second. And after that, could I push my reflect damage to 100% too? Could I stretch my taunt range to 100 meters all the way out to 10,000? What would my invisibility, teleportation,
Did that guy
and
say
blood
that it's
sacrifice
fucking
look like fully maxed out? Just thinking about
really
it
hard
gives
to
me
get?
I close the panel and pull out something else from my ring. A card I picked up as a reward from one of the rifts. The moment I read its description back then, I grabbed it without hesitation. It's palm-sized, silver white, with gold trim along the edges. The front shows a tower with 19 floors, each one glowing faintly. The back reads, Heaven's Tower card, Tier 2 effect. Upon entering the tower, you may choose
Come back
continuous
later.
clear
Finish
mode.
burning out these
Clearing one
nests.
floor lets you immediately challenge the next without exit. Maximum continuous clear, up to floor 90. After clearing floor 90, you must exit and cannot continue further. I read it and go quiet for a moment. Normally the tower only lets you in once a week, clearing exactly 1 floor per visit. But with this card, I could clear 10 floors in a single run, jumping straight from level 10 to level 20, with no need to step out
I
and wait
remember
for
you.
next week in between. At 9 p.m., the noise outside the inn gets too loud to ignore. I open
Come
the
on,
window out
let's
of
go.
curiosity. Hero, hero, hero. The
Yeah, I
chanting
get it.
just
You were
keeps
married
getting
here.
louder, loud enough to rattle the
It's
windows.
locked.
The whole street is packed, neon lights blazing 10 times brighter than normal. People waving homemade signs that say things like, Hero, thank you, save me. Some are crying, some are laughing, some are hugging strangers, jumping up and down. Skewer vendors are giving food away for free, shouting that today's on the house. A liquor seller drags out a dozen barrels and dumps them in the middle of the street, yelling for everyone to drink on them. People grab bowls and drink without hesitation, then keep right on shouting.
I never knew that.
Hero, hero, hero. I watch for a few seconds, then close the curtain and lie back down, listening to the noise outside without much expression on
No,
my face. But inside, it's complicated. I know
it's
exactly
not
who
gonna
they're
open.
cheering for. Me. That mystery woman who cleared 10 rifts in one day. 4 of them right around Night City within 3 days. The 4 rifts near here alone used to kill over 2,000 people a year combined. That's at least 8,000 lives that won't be lost this year because of what I did over the last 3 days. 8,000 people, alive because of me. I close my eyes and breathe out slowly. Outside, the chanting just keeps
Still
getting
not true.
louder, shaking the whole city. Across Night City, every street and corner is celebrating. In the East District, a steam bun vendor stands outside her shop holding a sign that says, Long live the hero. Tears running down her face as she talks about him. younger brother who died in one of those rifts 23 years ago. Her son tries to comfort her, telling her the rift is gone now and nobody else will die in it. In the trading district, a woman who sells flying vehicles closes early, sits outside with a bottle, and raises it to the sky shouting hero between sips. Other shop owners join in, posting the night sky together. In the roughest alley
Where the
in
fuck are
England
these
history,
5
a
fucking
gang of
nests?
usual troublemakers gathers to drink and eat instead of fight. Their bald leader declares nobody's allowed to start trouble here. The group cheers, drinking toast after toast to the hero. He thinks of his own little brother.
Pretty sure that's the one
Only
with the little
16
girl.
when he went into that same rift years ago and never came back. He looks up at the sky and shouts that his brother can finally rest, now that the rift is gone. Nobody in Night City sleeps that night. 30 million people celebrate together. Fireworks, singing, dancing, crying. Rival gangs lay down their weapons for one night of peace. People who normally hide indoors come out into the streets carrying signs, shouting along with everyone else. This city, usually called the City of Sin, turns into an ocean of celebration, all because of one hero nobody can name, whose face nobody has seen, who gave them proof that miracles are real and that the rift
Really? Come on.
actually
Let's look left. I look right.
in the capital, at least
Ridiculous
100,000 people
shit.
gather outside the Awakened Association headquarters. Glow sticks and phones raised, chanting hero loud enough to shake the building.
Oh,
On the
goddammit,
rooftop,
sniper ambush.
Quinn Jojo watches the crowd in silence. His researcher asks if she'll ever show herself. He says he doesn't know, but adds that she's already become humanity's hope. By the riverside in another city, a massive LED screen across the water scrolls a tribute, honoring our hero. Thank you for closing 17 Rift.
You feel that, huh? Goddamn
Lives
sniper.
a year
Fucker.
at Dragon City Academy. The elite class gathers on the training field. Yin Yin stands at the front, eyes red as she reads the news. 17. She murmurs. On being asked if everyone's thinking the same thing, meditating. Yin Yin doesn't answer, but she knows exactly who he means. The one who disappeared. The legendary Awakening. Her old teammate, Ing Rome, leaning against the wall, says quietly but with total certainty, it's empty. Linyu stands nearby, head down, her hands clenched tight. Yan Yan looks up at the sky and whispers, Su Lin, you have to stay alive. At the Wang family estate, Wang Shiqing watches the celebrating crowds from her window, smiling slightly. I knew it was you, she murmurs. Who else could pull off something like this? She remembers the way I looked standing by the window of that celebration, eyes calm, but with something burning underneath. She's known for extending 50. She sends a text to a number that can't.
Oh, there they are. On the other side of the fucking river.
She knows I won't get it, but sends it anyway, and smiles, and puts her phone away. No rush. She tells herself, we'll have that
Gotta
meal
be right
slowly,
around here.
once you're done with whatever you're doing. Back home, the mood in the Su family living room is suffocating. Su Jintian sits at the head of the table, 3 phones in front of him, every screen covered in headlines about the mystery woman. Record-breaking rift clears. Experts speculating she could eventually close every rift in the country. The entire nation celebrating an anonymous hero in his own level, 90 achievement, quickly buried under the noise. Lin Wanqing sits nearby, torn, dancing between the news and the debates, wanting to say something but not daring to. Su Yao scrolls through her phone with shaking fingers, watching every comment mention
Fucker.
Su Lin
One of the camps can
and
use this.
hero like a knife to the chest. Su Ling bites her lip, eyes red, thinking back on how she used to treat me, the guilt eating at her. Su Xiaoxiao hides in a corner, secretly smiling at the news, whispering that her brother's until Lin Wanqing shoots her a look that she quickly shuts off. Su Shin stares at the screen, knuckles turn to white and clenched fists. Impossible, he mutters. There's no way he's the hero. He's supposed to be worthless. Nobody responds. The room goes dead silent. Su Jintian gets up, leaves the room, and comes back 3 minutes later. All he says is that everyone should go to bed. The celebration outside goes on hold.
Nice.
I lie in bed listening to the cheering crash through the window and waves. It dies down for a second, Then someone starts it up again, and the whole thing peaks loudly. I give up on sleeping, sit up and check my phone. The forums are unreadable. Thousands of new posts every day. All of them. People analyzing my counting how many rifts I've cleared, guessing where I'll strike next, and a bunch of people posting ridiculous stuff like wanting to marry Zero or having Zero's kids. I cringe and close the app. The noise outside hasn't let up at all. I lie back down, close my eyes, think, yeah, just relax. I need somewhere else to sleep. I get up, head downstairs. The old man at the counter is still smearing
Oh,
chaos.
fuckers.
I walk right past him without him even lifting an eye. Outside, the street is
Man,
10
those
times
fucking
more
guys were
crowded
all
than
in
I
this room.
expected. Wall-to-wall people, some drunk, some singing, some dancing, some crying into each other's arms. The neon lights are blinding, and the air reeks of alcohol.
A broken windshield shouldn't wreck your budget. That's why Safelight has fix now, pay later. We'll fix it whatever you want, and you can pay over time. Get it fixed now, pay later at Safelight.com.
The neon lights are blinding, and the air reeks of alcohol and sweat. I keep my head down and push through, swapping spaces 3 times, cutting through 5 different streets before finally finding somewhere quiet. An abandoned warehouse area on the edge of the district, with just a few homeless guys curled up asleep in corners. I find a clean spot, pull a blanket out of my room, lay it down, and finally get to sleep. I dream. In the dream, I'm standing in front of a massive tower, so tall I can't see the top, just floor after floor disappearing into the clouds. Standing in front of it, old sandstone dust, a view of the shop, white hair, and gray red. He looks at me and smiles. Kid, remember what I told you. Don't let those animals win. I try to answer, but no words come out. His outline fades, gets blurrier, and finally disappears completely, leaving only the tower and that gray sky above. I jolt awake. Morning. The rock ceiling overhead is brightening as the artificial lights signal the start of a new day. I sit up and
I
stretch
smell
my
a
legs.
nest.
The dream
Gotta
still
be right
replaying.
here.
Don't let those animals win. I take a breath, pack the blanket back into my ring, and stand up. Today, I keep clearing rifts. 205 left. No rush. I'll take it steady. Meanwhile, far beyond Earth, on the blood-red planet star in front of me, a massive teleportation array on the side of the floating. 100 meters wide, covered in bright red paint, three figures standing in the center. Leading them Schwegel, the blood-plain shot, 17 or 18, dressed in fiery red, blood-red eyes that look like they have lavished level 60, practically perfect. Excitement as the array flames. Behind her stand 2 others. She lies, a massive red-haired brute over 2 meters tall, shirtless, muscles like rope, a burning demon skull tattooed across his chest, level 78. A smoky woman revealing black leather, cold eye, level 75, specialist in tracking and assassination. The blood-flame king's voice booms from deep within the clouds. Find a target on him, level 10, capable of clearing rifts, bring them back. Recruit if possible, kill it. Shwewei is in charge. Shwewei grades.
Ah,
Confident she can handle it.
bitch.
Middle level. Thin, without trouble. Sheila jokes about wanting to test the target with the punch first, to see if he's worthy of being the princess's slave. Meiji teases him for picking on someone so far below his level, but Sheila just wants to see how tough someone who's cleared a dozen plus rifts actually is. The king reminds them the portal is on. Stable for 7 days. They must return by then regardless of whether they've found a target, and warns them not to cause trouble.
I smell it. It's gotta be getting
Individually,
close.
but vastly
Another nest.
outnumbered
Let's
just for
go.
food. Sheila brushes off the food, claiming he could handle 10,000 locals alone. The array reaches full blast with a thunderous crash. Vanishes. Equal Earth's plains zone in a permanently snow-covered sky suddenly cools over. A jet black dash bleeding red light on the edges, like an eye opener. It widens into a rift 100 meters across, and the three figures drop down, landing steady in the sky. Sheila lands first, looks around, grins, commenting on the fold. standing shirtless in negative 30-degree weather without a single shirt, snowflakes turning to steam before they even touch his skin. Mei Ji studies the surroundings, noting it's actually nicer here than the Magma Ocean back home. Shi Lai crouches down,
Can use
picks up a
this.
handful of snow, sniffs it, and announces he can smell living things, a lot of them. Shui Wei laughs, completely unbothered by the cold despite her thin red dress. Snowflakes melt before they get within 3 inches of her skin. She pulls out a palm-sized black compass covered in twisted rings, with a blood-red orb at its center that swirls like liquid. It's a tracking compass, built to detect clear energy, an invisible mark left on any map the more someone clears, the deeper that mark gets. This compass exists specifically to mark railway watches the great square. It's not dead, pointing east. Inside, target approximately 3,000 kilometers. 17 years.
Fucking kill him. Fuck. Oh my god.
18 layers, she murmurs. 17 rifts, one
You
dungeon.
think I was fucking
She
good at
lies
this
eyes
shit
open.
right now?
The king said 8 layers just yesterday. Now it's already 18. That means this person cleared 10 more rifts in the day. Maybe she smiled. Recalling that the historical record for
Fucking A.
Shit, almost out.
she wonders about this. Adds that this is exactly why they do so. If someone like this is allowed to keep growing for a few more years, they could genuinely threaten their world. Eli asks if they're chasing. Railway laughs, delighted. Of course we're chasing. I've never met an 18-layer Chinese before. I want to see exactly what he looks like. She waves a hand. Let's go. All 3 launch into the sky, flying due east. Above the Tian Shan Mountain, Eli streaks through the sky like a burning meteor. Shirt steam bounces off his skin as snow melts before it even touches him. He complains about how slow flying without a vehicle is, barely a few hundred kilometers an hour. Mei Chi floats beside him, wrapped in pink black mist, telling him not to rush since they've got 7 days to find the target. Chi Lai grins and says he might as well have fun while they search, mentioning there are billions of people on this planet. Plenty to kill if he gets bored. Meiji warns him the king set priority on the target, not chaos. But Chilai points out the strongest locals only hit level 90, nothing he can't outrun, and suggests that if their target
Is there a lock picking
a
one?
big city, killing a few people to cause panic might just flush him out. Shuewei catches up behind them, agreeing with Chi Lai, practically licking her lips with excitement over the idea of an 18-layer mark holder. She wonders aloud what he looks like, how old, what gender. None of them know. They speed off toward their target, still 3,000 kilometers away. Like the threat
What? You could buy level 2
even though I
skills?
don't know it yet. I'm standing in the middle of a desert in front of a massive stone door. Rift Cien, 0801. Nicknamed Death Doom. 57 years old. 103 people in, 0 survivors. I push through. An hour and a half later, the door collapses behind me. I brush the sand off and open my panel. Congratulations on clearing Cien 0801.
Yeah,
Your
better
reward.
than
Choose
bad.
one of 4 skills. Sand tunnel, active underground stealth movement. 1 minute. 30-minute cooldown sandstorm. Active early damage zone. 20,000 per second for 60 seconds. Sand golem summon. Active summon a fighter. 500k HP. 50k attack. 10-minute sand resistance. Passive. 50% sand damage. 30% speed in desert terrain. I glance through them and pick the 4th without much thought. None of these matter much to me, but I'll keep it as future furnace material. I stash the new skill and head to my view. Next rift. Meanwhile, 3,000 kilometers away, Shuewei suddenly stops midair, staring down.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Chilai asks what's wrong. She squints. He moved. The red will keep shifting direction until it settles northeast. He was due east a moment ago. Now he's headed northeast. Moving fast, at least 800 kilometers per hour. Chilai surprised he might have a flying kick. Shuewei agrees it's possible, and they change course to follow. By 8 p.m., I walk out of my 10th rift of the day. Today's haul, 10 rifts, 10 throwaway skills, 10 pieces of future furnace material. I stretch, climb into my vehicle, and head back to Night City, planning to keep going tomorrow. What I don't know is that 3 hunters are now only 300 kilometers away, closing in fast. Shuewei watches her compass eagerly as the orb spins faster and faster before locking dead ahead. 300 kilometers. Chilai offers to scout ahead alone, but Shuewei shakes
God
her
damn
head.
it. No, why would I gotta go down? I just
No
got up here.
striking target. Meiji notices something. He seems to be flying back the way he came. Shuewei checks. The orb's direction is indeed shifting. Did he sense it? Meiji says that shouldn't be possible. The compass doesn't give off anything detectable unless he has some unusual ability. Shuewei just smiles, intrigued. She tells the other two to hold back 500 kilometers. She wants to see where he's actually going. Back in Night City, I land, stash my vehicle, swap faces, and head into the still buzzing streets. Fewer people celebrating me, but plenty still wandering around me. Long live the hero. Signs looking for someone to drink with. I'm walking toward Pisa, suddenly stop. Something feels wrong. I can't explain it, but it's like someone's watching me. I turn and stare at the crowd. People drinking, singing, and a fight breaking out somewhere. Nothing obviously off. But the feeling doesn't go away. I can't head inside anyway. The old man's still dozing at the counter. I go up to my room, shut the door, watching the street through a gap in the curtain. Still nothing visibly wrong. But the feeling of being watched is strong, and it's getting closer. 500
You went up there
kilometers.
again, didn't you?
Do this.
After I told you not to.
Come on.
Look,
His
I
position hasn't
just
changed.
leave it.
He's just standing.
Right? I'm just out hunting for each boozer you got that bounties. That's the only reason that I go up.
He noticed them. If he's not there, he hasn't noticed them. So why did he stop? She smiles. Oh, he's home.
Oh, shit. Rudders. Damn it.
100 kilometers. 100.
Eh?
150. Night City silhouette comes in. A massive underground metropolis lit up by endless neon quick lights. Railway covers above. As lit up in the sun. It's right there. The truck is pointed straight at the city. Signal screen straight. She lies ready to go grab it. But Railway decides she'll run alone.
You motherfucker.
But Schwellway brushes it off. It's just a level point. What's he going to do to me? She tightens her dress and drops down into an abandoned warehouse. This planet's air smells awful. She mutters, like dirt, and she changes her appearance. The red dress becomes a plain black jacket. The long hair shoulders. Her striking face is very completely cold. Within seconds, she looks like any random woman. She heads into the city satisfied. Meanwhile, I'm standing in the window, watching the street. The feeling just keeps strong. It's not my
Whoa. Hold on. They're slowing down. Looks like they're stopping.
Activate shadow step, vanishing. I step outside. Then I see her.
Deke!
A woman in her early
Deke,
20s.
what's going on?
Jacket.
Son of a bitch.
What happened? You okay?
No, I'm fine. I think they were just, warning shots. I mean, if they were trying to hit me, I would be dead.
Deke, remember me telling you about that death wish of yours?
Yeah, I got this. Deacon out.
I don't have nitro. Gay.
But I'm staring straight at her eyes. They're blood red, not bloodshot red, genuinely blood colored, like something's flowing inside the pupils themselves. I've seen all kinds of people in this city, but never eyes like that. She glances around a bit longer, then starts walking toward the piece of history, toward me. I stay perfectly still. She walks right past me, her footsteps hesitating for just a fraction of a second, then keeps going, disappearing into the crowd. I turn and watch her back as she walks away. The feeling of being watched is gone, but a new feeling takes its place. Danger. Serious danger. I take a breath, slip into a deserted alley, make sure nobody's around, and activate teleportation. I vanish and reappear 1,000 meters away in another quiet alley, switch faces again, and walk out the opposite direction, blending into the crowd, taking the whole town. Those blood remnants, not from this planet. Who is she? Where did she come from? And why is she looking for me? Then I remember what the old man told me back in the Sandstorm Death Camp. They usually invade after someone clears full 99 out, but the star of blood and flame they could come down any time. The star of blood, They're already here. Back on the street, Shuewei stands in the crowd, scanning around. A moment ago, she felt a very specific energy ripple. Faint, but unmistakable. Clear energy. The target was right there. She turns and scans the crowd again. But it's too packed. Too many overlapping signatures to pin down exactly who. She frowns and pulls out her compass. It spins, then snaps the point due west. Blinks, then blinks. Interesting. She tucks the compass away, heads west. Meanwhile, I'm cutting fast through the west-ish of the crowd. I don't dare run out. It's suspicious, but walking is nowhere near as fast as flying. I need to get out of the city. Once I'm outside, I can pull out my vehicle, fly straight into the unclaimed zone where they can't track me down. I pick up my pace toward the gun again. 10 minutes in, I stop dead. Ahead of me, that same short-haired woman in the black jacket is standing on the street corner, scanning the crowd. Those same blood-red eyes. My pupils shrink. How is she already here? I turn and duck into a side alley. Behind me, Shuewei watches the direction I vanished into, smiling slightly. Fast little step. She tucks her compass away and strolls casually.
God damn it, get back here with that!
Sprinting through the
Shit,
alley,
that's mine!
mind racing for a plan. Invisibility? Useless. She's already seen my face, and she's tracking the energy itself, not my appearance. Teleportation? 1,000 meters isn't far enough. She'll just catch up again. What do? I'm standing in the alley, mind racing. Then, those blood-red eyes were locked onto me specifically. Invisibility and teleport
So, what the hell are they
but she
doing?
clearly has a way
Looked
to
like
track
they
me.
were out here,
She'll catch up
shit,
eventually.
wrangling
Plus my
freaks.
skills
I
are
don't know.
still on
They had a
point.
newt and some
If I
kind of
can't
noose,
escape,
like
then
they were
I'm
putting a
fine.
tracking
Let's see
device
what
on it or
someone
something.
from here,
What?
planet
Wrangling? What do you
I
mean?
pull my rare grade
You know,
sword
like
out of my
tying it
belt,
up, taking
take it
samples
out,
from it or
then
something,
turn
like those
and
guys
walk
used to do
straight
on
back
that
out
wildlife
the
show.
alley
Pretty
entrance,
fucked up.
right into her
They got chased off by swarmers,
Surprised I
bugged the
walked
hell
back
out.
toward her
They
in
left
slow
some gear behind, a
Looking
radio.
near me, she sees a plain-looking man in his
You don't think
30s, ordinary
Sarah...
clothes.
No,
A faintly
no,
glowing sword.
I
They
don't
go?
know.
What's
I'm
long?
just,
I had a
he's
gas?
alive. Boozer, he's
Clearly
alive.
upgraded.
O'Brien,
Just
Come
enough
on, let's
to
go.
pull away
one of
from
them,
how
Nero.
far she's
Let's
leading.
Track him
go!
down if I can. I'm gonna get some
Black hair,
answers.
black jacket,
Damn it.
face so ordinary
Okay.
she vanished into the
Look, I'll be able to
Her
ride soon.
face blood red
Jesus
eyes,
Christ.
something like lava
If he's
swirling.
alive, we'll find the bastard.
Definitely don't belong to anyone.
You're
Let's
goddamn right.
go.
And there's a pressure
I'm gonna
radiating
check in
off
later.
it I
Deacon
can't
out.
quite explain.
Okay,
Looking for me,
O'Brien.
I ask, voice calm.
Where the hell are
She
you?
smiles, the kind of innocent grin a kid gives when they found a new toy. Yeah, it took me forever to find you. Do you have any idea how far I traveled from the Star of Blood and Flame just to track you down? My eyes narrow. The Star of Blood and Flame. So it's true. What do you want? I ask. She tilts her head, studying me like some rare specimen. What do I want? I wanted to see what someone who's cleared 18 rifts actually looks like. She blinks. Honestly, a little disappointed. I stay quiet. She keeps going, explaining that according to their
Thank you so
historical
much.
Oh my
No
god.
problem.
one
It's
planet
just,
has
there are
never
no
been
bars out here, so...
Oh, sure there is. There's a place called
Not
Crazy
about
Willie's
this
up the
shit.
road. There's,
Skip it?
No, I meant cell phone reception.
I knew what you meant.
Right,
How
of
about
course.
this instead?
Anyway,
Come my sled.
So what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
you know, I ask myself that all the time. I do research. You know, I study things.
Thanks. Had no idea what research was.
Sorry, I do plants.
You study plants?
Yeah,
Over 2 meters tall, shirtless, a burning demon skull tattooed across his chest.
hey, look out!
Shit, run!
Just beat me into submission.
You weren't really lost, were you?
Well, that all depends on who you ask. My ex would say I've been lost for years.
Come on.
Well, you
I don't
certainly
give a
know your
fuck
way
about
around here.
this.
So you're not from around here?
No, I'm
I
from
really hate
Seattle.
this fucking game.
The company that I work for, they opened this lab here, so here I came to the middle of nowhere.
To research plants.
That's right, I already told you I forgot. Yeah, so the company that I work for, they do work for this bioengineering firm, and some of the plants that I look at are pretty rare, and they just happen to grow here.
That has got to be the best thing I've ever heard.
What?
What the hell?
It is nothing to them. They're either not
Clean.
monsters.
We got
or
company.
overruled the skill ones. They're beings from fear.
All right, gentlemen.
Simply immune to it somehow. The princess blinks, surprised.
Ah, what the fuck?
That's some weird imagery. I don't know. Launching himself forward like a gun, sword aimed straight at me. He looks much too startled.
I can't dodge. I can only fucking punch.
Sword uses crash. My blade doesn't even break the skin. Don't try and swear on me.
Smart now, huh?
And I go
So
flying
stupid.
like a cannonball, smashing through 3 walls before lodging in a 4th. I look down at my chest. A massive crater punched straight into it. Ribs shattered, blood pouring out. 80 billion gone, out of my 31 trillion total. About 1/40th of my health. Not bad, considering I heal 3.1 trillion a second. This barely registers against that. I pull myself out of the wall, stretch my neck, and watch the crater in my chest heal visibly. The brute's eyes go wide. His grin
Fucking
closes.
gay as
What the
fuck.
My punch was